Hey, what's up, guys? It's T-Bone here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Legendary Game of Heroes. The event Time's End has come to a conclusion, and I wonder how everybody did. So in my area, in the Kings League, for my grouping, I finished 41st. Unfortunately, I couldn't use up all my keys, and I was at work, so I did lose out a little bit, but I don't think I could have improved that much. I was really just trying to collect enough tokens to try and get some more anvils for Vulcan. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him to level to 6 stars, but we'll just wait for the next time that it's available in the dungeons for me to purchase the anvils, and we'll see if we can get them up to 6 stars. Anyway, so let's go ahead and purchase the goodies. I saved up 26 and 90 of these coins. Originally, I was thinking about purchasing the second one of the Ren box Spawnling for 1600, but I don't think it's worth it at this point. I wanted to awaken him one more time so I can have him up to 4 times. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to instead purchase the King's Blade Shard, the Trader's Crown Shard, and maybe the Feather Shard and the 2 different heroes. I think I have enough for all of them. So let's go ahead and we'll purchase the rest afterwards. So let's go ahead and purchase the ones that I care about. So getting the King's Blade. The King's Blade Shard is what you can use to level up Robin Hood. And I can't remember if there's any other units that use it, but I got Robin Hood at 4 star. My second Robin Hood at 4 star in the packs. So I do want to try and level him up, and this is just basically a free upgrade for him to 5 stars. And the Trader's Crown, in case I ever get Mordred, or I believe there's another character that can use it to upgrade. I believe I have one of them. Can't remember now, but it's always good just to buy them because I can afford it. So why not? It beats having to save up enough dungeon coins at 40 to purchase them because it takes at least 2 weeks to save up. All right, so we still have 1,090, and so Feather Shard's gonna cost me 500, and that's 350. Yep, so I'll have enough to buy the Feather Shard as well. So Feather Shard, they're used for leveling up things like the Drend units, the light and dark units. They usually take Feather Shard. So it's always good to have a few handy. The Gladiator Helm I'm not gonna get because that's gonna be for Athena, and I don't have Athena, so I'm not gonna bother with that. All right, so 590, let's go ahead and open up the 3-star hero pack and see what we get. So Starfall Savant does require the feather plus Godstone. So just something to just a side note. All right, so let's open this pack and let's see what we get. All right, so we get 2 stamina, 100 gold. Ooh, I get an ice shard. That's good. And I have another one of the Ordered Dragling. I have like 6 or 7 of these now. I had to actually dust a couple of them. I mean, they're good. I could level them up, to 6 stars, and I could awaken my Bloodwing. But I already have more than enough to awaken them fully. All right, so let's go ahead and purchase the 4-star here, and let's see what we get. Now, I'm hoping that I can get something good here. You never know. Let's see here. It's a green unit. And I get another Minora. So I already have her at 4 stars, so I guess I might as well try and level her up to 6 stars to awaken her, because I have the other one, the one with the from the special event. So I have 3 of them in total now. So 240 coins left. I do want to make sure that I don't waste anything. I have way more than enough beetle shards. I'm not going to purchase that. I'm just going to purchase this just because, and then I can get an earth potion. And with 205 remaining, I guess what I might as well do is buy a couple of these scrolls and then sell them. Or maybe I can use them in the next time. So when can you use these scrolls? Anytime there's a commander and bounty hunter. Alright, so I guess I could do that. So in that case, I'm going to go and purchase the might scroll because it gives me more attack. Typically, it's the attack that I have problems with. And with 5 coins remaining, am going to buy another Ascension Stone just because then I can spend all of it. I have enough to ascend any of the units if I wanted to, but I don't have any of the units at 6 stars, so I'm not going to bother. All right, so that takes care of the the final event, Time's End. That's it. It's done. Hopefully everybody did well and got good loot. And now let's take a look at the new event that's about to happen in the next 24 hours. So one way to take a look, if you take a look at Endless War, so you're going to be attacking Ares. Ares is going to be the boss, and Poseidon is going to be the feature unit that you can purchase. So they're going kind of with an Olympic theme here, sort of like the Greek mythology. Olympic heroes, Olympians, I should say. So there's a couple things I wanted to note here, because if you read through the description, there's some things that are interesting, right? So take a look at the first one. So as the War of God begins, a special challenge has washed up on the shore. Scylla's power is emboldened by God souls, and during this water event, her hunger is voracious. Climb the Scylla leaderboard and collect God souls by defeating Vulcan and earning the MVP distinction. And once the first player reaches 1,000 God souls, Scylla will be upgraded for everyone in the game. So if you, I'll show you later, but there's a unit Scylla that does have the special a Slayer bonus, and if you have her, make sure that you keep her in your team. Then this is basically a Slayer event, so there's different rules here. This is the one where you attack, you attack a boss, you can rally your friends or your guild mates, and then you can also have guild ultimate bosses that you attack with your guild mates. Right, so let's take a look at the story, because this is where, if you read through, it's interesting. So in the aftermath of Kronos' attack on Olympus, the Pantheon is thrown into disarray. Sensing a great opportunity, Ares rouses great emotions in the easily manipulated leaders of the Corellis: rage, jealousy, envy, hate, and fear. His goal? To fulfill his ultimate vision of a world locked in a cycle of endless war. Although most are still recovering from the battle with Kronos, it is up to a wounded Poseidon to stop his nephew from achieving his ambition, with a little help from the great trickster Hermes. So this is going to be, so this is the tip. That's the secondary unit that you can expect in a feature pack. So right now the one that's available is for Poseidon, and as always with with these events now, you should expect a secondary pack to be available once the event actually starts. And so with this one, it doesn't have a guarantee at 2 tiers, the second tier. What you are guaranteed to get on the second tier, though, is a 4-star card, Bear the Seeker, although this card does not have a Slayer bonus, right? So, and then at tier 3, you do get 500 gems back, and you get a guarantee 1 Slayer hero or better. So this is just like any other pack, and my recommendation is, if you're holding out on gems, I would wait and then see what the secondary pack is. I'm curious to see what type of unit Hermes is. We've seen in the past, not all supporting units are the same affinity, so you may not get another one of a water. So that's just something to take note. Now, preparing for the team. This is how I've prepared my team. I don't have a lot of units with a Slayer bonus, so I default to one that gives me the most damage, and for me, that's Lord Drief. The battle skill, the leadership skill for him is 200% damage for all water heroes. So, basically with him, and then with my two Aphrodites I collected from a couple events ago, I'm able to, use the 4 times bonus for both of them, doubling the bonus and plus the affinity against fire. I'm really sort of looking at 4 times 2 times 2. That's 8 times the damage per turn, and I have Kita. I'm a few crown shards short to get her up to 6 stars. So that's unfortunate. And then I have Tarkin, right? So I don't have any other water units with the Slayer's ability. And the way that you can check this quickly, just to give you a quick tip, you can take a look at your deck. When you look at your heroes, click on this little button on the right, and then it'll give you a sorting option. So for me, take a look at water and then check the event skill to Slayer. For me, it finds 3 heroes, right? So these are the heroes that it filters to, and that's what I have kept in my deck. Another option you can do is, if you played a game enough, there's this codex, which shows all the heroes that you've ever encountered and cited. And so in here, if you then set the same thing to water with event skill Slayer, you can see what are the possible units you can use to gather what to expect for your Slayer event. So there's going to be Wavestorm Assassin and the Earther Terror or Earther Nightmare, which is a common one. It is a defender unit, so you're not going to get a lot of attack with this unit. Now, Scylla is the one that I was talking about, where Scylla the Huntress, if you have this card, her Slayer bonus has been boosted up to 10 times. Now, whether that's going to happen only after certain conditions have been met, like they said, or not, I don't know. But as of right now, you can see that the bonus is set to 10 for 6 stars. Right, so this is one of the special units. It was a boss unit that they've upgraded, just like they did with Mordred. And then if you take a look, Keta obviously, and then you have Braum the Cursed, and then you have Aphrodite. Now the ones that are in gray means I have never encountered these characters. So one of my goals is to encounter these characters so that it can actually show up in my collection. But this is how you can take a look. This is how you can sort through and sort of see like, hey, if you need units that does things like dispel armor or dispel dodge, things like that. That is actually how you would be able to find it. Last time I said I couldn't find any units that dispel dodge. I was wrong. I ended up finding a unit that I owned, and I can show you what I did, what I had there just before I sign off here. So again, when I needed to find something with a counter spell, I forgot about this this functionality. And so if I go and say dispel dodge, I actually have one unit, and that is Frostheart. So I forgot I had her, so I added her in my team for the previous event that went against dodge, and that helped out. So anyways, hope this tip helped you. Let me know what your team makeup is going to be like. I'm going to be waiting for the secondary unit to come up in the shop, and then we'll see what it goes, and then we'll see you when the event starts. Take care. Thanks.